Not the Status Report, with Josh Nankivel and Cornelius Fichtner.
Hello everybody, we are back. Josh Nankivel and Cornelius Fichtner with our recommendations of what's great on the internet for project managers. Hello Josh, what's your recommendation this week?
Hey Cornelius, this week I want to talk about Xmind, and you can find it at xmind.net, not .com. And this is a mind mapping software. So if you're familiar with MindJet, Mind Manager, which is a kind of a premium version that's a commercial version, I think it's like $200 or $300 or something like that. Xmind is similar to that, but it's open source, which means it's free essentially. There is an Xmind Pro, which is mostly like collaboration features and things like that, but the free version is fully functional. So if you're not familiar with mind mapping in general, it's essentially where in the application you start out with a central topic and then you build around that central topic, so you're breaking it down. So it's great for, I love doing a WBS with it in project management, and it's just really slick and easy to do that. Brainstorming, it's good for that. Pretty much, anything that you're wanting to do where you need to figure out, what you're going to need to do to accomplish something. It's a great way to do it. And the thing that I really like about Xmind is that the interface it was really well designed, and it's really easy to use. It's got these themes that you can plug on it, so you can change the look and feel of it. And it really, when you look at it, it's just really pleasing to the eye. And there's all sorts of different features that you can use with it. So, and have you seen Xmind before, Cornelius?
I haven't. In fact, my preferred mind mapping tool that I use is called a pen and paper. I'm terribly old-fashioned that way. When I do mind maps, I like to get away from the computer and just sit somewhere. Usually I go to a cafe or so, and I just take paper and pen and I just start jotting things down. Okay, that means I don't have it in electronic format. I can't send it to people, but everyone's different, right? And I'm almost 99.9%. Everything I do is on the computer, but mind maps, I have not been able to do a good mind mapping session on the computer. I need the physical interaction with the paper.
Interesting. I actually tried to do mind mapping on paper. Back when I went back to school, I learned about mind mapping and got really jazzed about it. So I was like, okay, I'm going to give this a shot. And I tried to do it on paper, and it just does not work for me on paper because I end up wanting to move pieces over so that I can, expand on a section a little bit more. And then, I just run out of space on the paper and things like that. I really like the electronic versions because they automatically shift things around for you, and you don't have to really worry about positioning. You just click and drag if you want to put something under a different node, that kind of thing. But
yeah, that's a bit difficult. That's a bit difficult on paper. But it works for me. And
what do you have?
I have the 6th annual Project Management for the Drug and Device Industry gathering, meeting, symposium. Doesn't really say. So it's an annual meeting where project managers for the drug and device industry meet, and this is at iirusa.com/PMDD, and IIRUSA is the organizer, and PMDD is obviously project management for the drug and device industry. This is my recommendation this week because there are 3 levels actually why I recommend this. The first one is personal, because my wife happens to be a project manager in the drug and device industry. She's in devices. And have you read Bas de Bar's book, Surprise, You're Now an IT Software Project Manager?
Yeah, yep.
Okay, she could write the book, Surprise, you are now a device industry project manager, because she fell into this from one moment to the next. She's been working on this project. It's a never-ending project. It's amazing. For the last three and a half years. And that project alone, actually, she now qualifies for the PMP exam. It's one project that she's managed for so long, and she's done everything on that project. So it's very personal to me. I've been helping her on that project a lot. So to me, drug and device industry is now no longer a closed book. Second level here is obviously political, because so much talk about the healthcare industry in the United States, and they need to do something about healthcare here from a political level. And the third, obviously, economical, because the economy has been down for a couple of years now, and seeing that IIR USA is sponsoring such a really, focused event that's just for the drug and device industry shows that there is an economic incentive, at least in this particular industry here, to hold symposiums like that. It's a 2-day symposium from April 13th to 14th. It's in Orlando, Florida. So there is obviously some benefit, financial benefit for the organizer to do and hold such an event, which means there is money flowing back into project management, which is great for us project managers. Just so a couple of topics that they're going to be talking about, actually the featured articles. One is project management, know when to use SOPs and when not to. And SOPs are a big deal in the drug and device industry. Everything is done through an SOP. If you don't have an SOP, you're doing it probably wrong. And the second item, and I like this very much, project risk management. It's either contingency planning now or emergency relief later. Yeah, that's so true. If you don't do your risk management now, you will have a problem on your hands here.
I love it when I see industry specific events or just gatherings like this related to project management, because it really, project management really is different from industry to industry, and it's just wonderful when you see the industry really embrace it and understand that it's important for delivering business value.
Yep. All right, that's it from me. Goodbye, Josh.
Goodbye, Cornelius. Goodbye, Elizabeth.
Auf Wiedersehen. You've been listening to Josh and Cornelius, 5 minutes of project management magic.